Yes, student. In last chapter, we all have discussed about heritage. Okay. In that chapter, we have noticed that there are two types of heritage. One is the natural, and second one is the heritage. Okay. So previous chapter we have already completed. So today we have to start the new chapter, and this is the chapter number 15. The coming of the British. Listen. Students, we know very well about that India were slave of British approx 150 years. Means British they were ruled over in India approx 150 years. But students, after that India got the freedom on 15th August 1947. So here we have to discuss about what was the purpose of the Britishers to come in the India, why they came here, okay, what was their main focus, and after that why they started to ruling over in India. These all kinds of things today we will study in this chapter, in chapter number 15. Students, in 1498 Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, discovered a new sea route of the Cape of Good Hope. Listen, first time in India in 1498, Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama, they came here and they searched the sea route of that is known as the Cape of Good Hope, means sea route. And first time he came to at Calicut and starting trading with India. Listen, student. First time actually India was here, but he founded the sea route from Portugal to India. Okay, in 1498. After that, Portugali they started to business with India from the sea routes, traders. Okay, and generally in that time, student, in past time, India were very famous for textile and iron steels, cotton, textiles. These all things India were very famous. Spices. Okay, so what they did, they brought from India such as spices and cotton cloths, and they sold out it in European market, and they got more profit. Okay, spices were the most important item of trade that Portugal dealt in the, because they helped in the preservation of meat in the winter and made the food tastier. Listen, as you also know very well, in India there are different kinds of spices. Okay, so they used to buy these spices and they sold out in the European market. Okay, they also traded in silk and gold, which were considered very valuable in the whole of Europe. Silk cloth, cotton cloth, gold, really these were very valuable items in the European market. Okay, so they also did business of these kinds of things. After that, student, the Dutch, means the person who belongs to Netherlands is called Dutch. Okay, they came here and then after they also done business with India, and after that they returned back. After that, France, they came, and even after sometimes they return back. Okay, in previous classes also, student, I taught you about the Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar. Okay, Portugal, Dutch, okay, France, England, they were came, and they then after they were returned back. But again, Britain, means Britishers, they came here just for the purpose of traders. But after that, he started to expand their industries, factory, and then after he ruled over. Then after he ruled over in India approx 150 years. In previous classes, we all have discussed about the Battle of Plassey, the Battle of Buxar. So today we will discuss about the revolt of 1857. Listen, student. Indian rulers were unhappy with the British rule, and so were the Indian soldiers, also known as sepoy in the British army. Listen, that time really Indian rulers they were very unhappy, because you also know very well about that. With the help of doctrine of lapse, they captured their dynasty. So Indian rulers, they were also unhappy, and the person who were work in the form of soldier in British army, they were also known as Sepoy. Okay, so after that, what happened? All this lead an uprising or revolt in 1857, widely known as the Revolt of 1857 or the Sepoy Mutiny. Listen, Revolt of 1857. It is also known as the first war of independence, first war of for freedom. Okay, but student, what happened when Indian, they started to thinking that, but overall India became defeated by the Britishers. How? We will start. Listen. The main reason, it was believed that they were used, generally they were used to guns. So it was believed that this cover was greased with the fat of cows and pig. Fats of cows and pig. And student, in India, you know very well, we worship the cow. So if somebody will told that yes, this grease is used of the generally student grease fat of cows. So Hindu, they worship the cows, they will just deny that no, I will not use these kinds of guns. Same way in the Muslim religion, they were hated the pigs. Okay, that's why also this revolt had taken place. After that, students, what happened from India? Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar II, also known as the Bahadur Shah Jafar, as the rightful emperor, what started as a Sepoy rebellion or mutiny soon became the first war of India independence. That I have already told you. That is also known as the first war of Indian independence. But what happened from the India side? Listen, Bahadur Shah Jafar, he was Mughal Emperor. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi, from Jhansi. Nana Sahib, Tatya Tope, Kubar Singh joined the rebels. Kubar Singh from the Bihar, students. They joined the revolt, but the revolt continued for a year or so before it was crushed by the British, and lastly India was defeated. Okay, the revolt was a turning point in the history of India. Really, student, the war was really the main turning point of the history. The rule of the English East India Company ended and was replaced by the rule of British Crown. Now East India Company will not directly take any action. Now this power has been gone in the hand of British Crown. Queen Victoria was declared the Empress of India, and it was decided that henceforth her Viceroy would govern India on her behalf. Listen. After that, she appointed Viceroy, not Governor General in India. Listen, student, Governor General and Viceroy means the person who was appointed by Queen in India to take any decisions. Means firstly they had to ask to the Queen of England. After that they can any kinds of decision. Okay, so Viceroy and Governor General, they had to follow the rules of Queen. Now, student, the Indian National Congress. Listen, student, in India, the Indian National Congress was the first political party, and people from various backgrounds joined it. Actually, the purpose was that to establish the Indian National Congress, not for the political party, for the just give the challenge to British. That's why they established the Indian National Congress in 1885. Okay. The INC was formed to draw the attention of the British government to the problem faced by the Indians. Listen, the Indians, they were faced different kinds of problem. So their purpose was to just pay attention of the British government about that. Okay, it did so through prayers and petitions. This was the early nationalist phase. Leaders such as the Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Surendranath Banerjee, Dadabhai Naoroji, okay, in the British sense of justice, and felt that reforms in the Indian system would take place soon. Okay, but all that was ignored by the British. Listen, these all were just opposed by the Britishers, because they don't want to give any kinds of relief to Indians. Tilak wanted to listen in that time also in the Indian national assertive nationalist phase of INC in 1905. Bipin Chandra Pal wanted immediate action. Tilak wanted to common people it become a part of the movement as he felt that nothing would happen without them. Listen, Bipin Chandra Pal, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar students, they were also freedom fighter. They also wants to attract the Britishers, just give us freedom. Okay, we are also human beings and it's our country. Okay, Tilak newspaper Kesari. Listen, the first newspaper in India that was printed, that was Kesari, and Tilak was the writer of that newspaper, very critical of the Britishers. That means send message to Indians, yes, by the help of that newspaper. This was the condition of the India. Listen, next content is here, the partition of Bengal. Listen, student, in 1905, the province of Bengal was divided into two. Lord Curzon was the viceroy of that time from India, 1819 to 1905. Thousands of people protest against the partition because this was the massive protest of British who were forced to reunite the two parts in 1911. But it has already created a divide between two communities. Listen, this was the plan of Britishers. They make Bengal into two parts, okay, like they make Hindu and Muslim separate. Why? Because Bengal was the main center of traders. So they don't wanted to give anyhow, they don't wanted to any excuses. That's why they participated of Bengal into two parts. Okay, and that's why student, what happened in December 96, under the leadership of Nawab Salimullah Khan, the Muslim League was formed. Okay, in Dhaka. Aga Khan joined it soon after the Muhammad Ali Jinnah joined the Muslim League in 1913. Listen, Muhammad Ali Jinnah was the leader of Muslim League. Okay, but the founder of the Muslim League was Nawab Salimullah Khan. The Swadeshi movement, yes student, that was very important. The two important events of the Indian nationalist movement were the launching at the Swadeshi and boycott movements in the Bengal in 1905. Listen student, first was for the Swadeshi movement was known as we will not use any foreign goods. We will use the things which is made in India. They boycott in foreign products. And other was boycott of the movement in Bengal in 1905. Means partitions of Bengal also they wanted to boycott. Okay, they try to attract the Indians. We will use only the production which are able, which is made in the India. That's why after that students, so many textiles, they had established small types of factories in India because they wanted to use their own clothes, own things. They didn't want to use the foreign clothes. Okay, they make a unity and they boycott the products which was foreign products. Like students, right now also we are doing same things. We are boycotting the products like Chinese product, other products. We want to use our own products which is made in our country. Finally, the British agreed to bring some reforms. Now, British agreed to bring in some reforms, but soon after the First World broke out in 1914. The First World War student started from 1914 to 1918. British asked the Indians to help them fight the war. The Indians helped, thinking that the British would make the change after the war ended in 1918 and given their freedom, but instead the British passed strict law as the Rowlatt Act and tried to strengthen their control over India. Listen, in First World War in 1914, Britishers, they asked the help of Indians, and Indians also think that if we will help them, so they will give us freedom. But after in 1918, they made the different rules. Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act is also known as the student Black Act. No rules, no police, means they will implement their own rules. That is known as monopoly. Monopoly means one policy I will apply. No other can no others can go against that. So student, this way we have completed chapter number 15. Okay, and we will start the new chapter after that, chapter number 16. Okay, student, what you have to do, you have to make the objectives of this chapter and read new chapter, chapter number 17 or chapter number 16. 1 minute, student, just wait 1 minute. Chapter number 16, yes, new chapter you have to start, chapter number 16. Okay, student, thank you, have a nice day.